So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see Division 3 B level problem, and in this problem, you have given an array, and that array contains only positive numbers and one like only the non-negative numbers and one negative number, that is -1. So yeah, and then you need to change this -1 to any non-negative number, so that the difference of the consecutive numbers uh, should be minimum, like the sum of the differences of the consecutive numbers should be minimum, and that number we are taking to take it the absolute of that number. So here, if you can see, you can understand the question in much better way. So suppose this is your given array, and then you need to find out bi, that is the difference of the consecutive number, and in this way you need to find the difference, and then you need to find this expression. So you need to change -1 in the given array as such that this result, the sum of the differences, should be minimized, and you need to print also the uh, change array in the the least lexicographical way, you can say. So let's see one of the test cases here. Suppose the first test case, so 4 is representing the number of elements in your array, and then here you can see that the bi is going to be like this. If you see -2, 7 and -6, and the sum of all the bi will give you -1. So your answer is 1, because you need to take the mod of all the bi sum, and -1 you are going to change it to 0. So uh, like by seeing this question, you might think this is like like a tricky one, and there is a hard type of question. So but this question has a trick inbuilt, so I will say that the question maker was a very good question maker. And so yeah, so directly going to the logic of this question is that in a given array you just need to sum all the elements uh, by following this expression, this one. So you will get to know that the elements which are present in between the first and last element are going to be cancelled. If you try to uh, write this expression for the whole array, you will see that the elements which are present in between the first and last element are going to be cancelled, and the only elements which are going to contribute in this expression are the first and the last element, and that is going to give you the answer for the smallest sum of bi's. So for the first test case, if you see, by writing this expression, the answer is going to come -2 and +1. So basically the minus sign with first element and last element +1. So this is the logic, and if you go step by step, you are going to find there are four cases in this question, where the first case starts where the first and the last element both are -1, or first element is -1, last element is not -1, and first element is not -1, last element is -1, and the last one is that both the elements are not -1. So the whole question is divided into four parts, you can see. So for the first part, in case when both the elements, like first and last element, are -1, then answer is always going to be 0, and you just need to make the first and last element 0. And in case if you see the last element is -1 and first element is not -1, then the answer is -2. And suppose this element is going to be 0, so -2, and the last element is 0, so -2 plus 0 is giving you 2. So then to make the sum of all bi's 0, you need to make this -1 equal to 2. Then if you do the sum like -2 plus 2, so it is going to be 0. And the test case where the first number is -1 and the last is not -1, so in that case if you sum, it is going to be 0 plus 5. So uh, you need to make the first element as 5, then the answer is going to be 0. So I hope you have understood this question in logical way. If not, you can write this expression for the whole array on pen and paper, and then I think you will get to know what I am saying. Now we will go to the code of this question. So basically t represents the number of test cases, then for each test case the n represent the number of element in the given array, and I have written here c, but it is not going to be used anywhere, so that is my mistake. Then here I am just taking input the number of test cases and not the number of elements in the array, and then a vector to store the elements of the array. Then there is 4 cases as I told, to just check whether the first and the last element in the present in the given array is -1 or not. So yeah, that is all. I have written it here what I have said, and this is all for this question. Thank you. In case if you have any doubt, you